Oy, kakapasok lang mga kapatid, mainit na balita mga tol, no? PBBM at American President Joe Biden ay nagkita na. Nag-meeting na mga tol at yan ang ating panonoorin ngayon syempre mula rito sa channel ni BANAT News TV. Manonood na naman tayo ng mga maiinit na balita ngayon at bibigyan natin ng reaction video. Pero bago yan, wag ninyong kakalimutan na mag-subscribe. Click nyo na rin ang notification bell para ma-update kayo pag may bago tayong good news at may bago tayong reaction video. So wag na natin patagalin to. Total, wala na rin naman tayong hinihintay na. Panoorin na natin to.
Ito ang balita ngayon. Trending ngayon sa social media. Finally, good news. Nagkaharap na rin si President Bongbong Marcos Jr. at Joe Biden. Nainggit na naman ang mga kakamping Katdilawan sa sinagawang bilateral meeting ni na President Joe Biden at President Bongbong Marcos Jr. Kasi nga naman, si President Joe Biden pa ang nag-abalang pumunta dito sa ating bansa. Kaya naman inggit na inggit ang mga kakamping. President Joe Biden, pinasalamatan at lubos na humanga kay President Bongbong Marcos Jr. Ito ang ikinagulat ng mga kakamping matapos pinasalamatan at lubos na humanga si President Joe Biden kay President Bongbong Marcos Jr. Samantala, hindi naman mapigilan ng mga sikat na social media influencer na magbigay ng kanilang komento sa mundo ng social media. At ayon pa kay Mark Lopez, 46 meets 70th. Paano na mga kakampings? Cancel na Amerika? Dagdag pa niya. Bulang bibig time check. 10 hours after this, bumubula pa rin ba bibig ng mga kakampings? Nahimasmasa na. End quote. Ayon naman kay Crisette Laureta Chu, out of 48 leaders who requested a meeting with Biden, only PBBM was granted access to him at the UNGA sidelines. Sabay-sabay kayong mga UNGA. End quote.
Out of 48?
Samantala, hindi naman mapigilan ng mga netizen na magbigay ng kanilang komento at reaksyon patungkol sa balitang ito. And the netizen posted, "This only shows how brilliant PBBM is. Sa ganito, gigil ang kabilang parlor. Hindi raw kasi nakagraduate. Fake diploma and all that. Malaking insulto kasi sa Santa Mama nila." 6 na taon, sisikip ang mga dibdib ng mga kakampwet. Sigurado ako, may madali sa 6 na taon. Dahil sa stress, baka di aabot ng 6 na taon. Dahil may 6 pa na taong dagdag sa dusa nila.
Wag naman ganun, no? Wag naman ganyan.
Si PBBM lang ang nakaranas ng one-on-one ng President sa Amerika ng live. Wow! Proud to you, PBBM! Yung ayaw tanggapin ang pag-uusap ni President Biden at PBBM, inggit pikit mata na lang para di labag sa kalooban nyo. Ha ha ha! End quote! Samantala,
Bakit ang dating dun sa mga comment parang napaka-importanteng tao. At talagang alam mo yun, parang extraordinary kapag naka-meeting ang presidente ng Amerika. Parang ganun ang dating ng mga comment no.
Narito naman ang full video na nagpagulat sa mga dilawang kakamping at nagpahanga sa marami sa ating mga kababayan. Sabay-sabay nating panoorin ang full video. Pero bago ang lahat, kung bago pa lamang kayo sa channel na ito, ay huwag kalimutang i-click ang subscribe at notification bell para mas maging updated pa kayo lalo sa lahat pa ng bagong videos na i-upload namin.
Well, Mr. President, welcome to you and your delegation. I think I woke you up election night. I called you so late to congratulate you, but it's a great victory, and and my best to your wife as well. The relationship between the United States and the Philippines, to state the obvious, has very deep roots. We've had some rocky times, but the fact is it's a critical relationship from our perspective. I hope you feel the same way. And we have strong ties, including millions of Filipino Americans who are very proud of their ancestry and desperately want us to continue to have a strong relationship. And our foundations are strong in the U.S.-Philippine alliance, which is of critical importance. For decades, the alliance has strengthened both of us, I believe, and one of the things I want to talk about today is how we continue to strengthen that and work together on the things that are of greatest concern to you. Today, I look forward to discussing the opportunities for a wide range of issues, including COVID-19 recovery, energy security, renewable energy. I was impressed with the work you did on windmills and a whole range of other things. You and I both think that's the future. We can do a lot. We can do a lot together. I'm desperately interested in making sure we do. In addition, I expect we'll discuss the South China Sea and disputes in critical global throughway. I've spent a lot of time with not only the President of China but others about the international waters and how they have to be respected, and we should talk about that a little bit, I hope. And we're also thank you for your position on the war against Ukraine and by Russia and how it's impacting energy prices and food prices. And we're working very hard to be able to do something about that. And so we want to talk about human rights, talk about a whole range of things, but I mainly am interested to know what's on your mind and how we can continue to strengthen this relationship. And again, congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. President, and thank you. We're very happy for the opportunity to meet with you, despite the schedules that we both have to deal with.
You came a little further than I did.
The relationship, the 100-plus-year-old relationship between the Philippines and the U.S. continues to evolve as we face the challenges of this new century and the events that we have been watching over the past few months. Really. So we have very much to discuss in terms of redefining, I suppose, in many ways. But the role of the United States in maintaining the peace in our region is something that is much appreciated by all the countries in the regions, and the Philippines especially. We feel that we are especially fortunate because we have a very strong foundation of a very long relationship and strong relationships on various facets, not only political, not only diplomatic, but also economic. And of course, there is the very large Filipino population that have chosen to live and make their lives here in the United States and have been very successful. Again, we would like to thank the United States for the massive help that we received during the pandemic, with the provision of up to 35, almost 36 million doses of vaccines very early on, ahead of some of the other countries, and for that we are very, very grateful. We continue to look to the United States for that continuing partnership and the maintenance of peace in our region. In terms of the geopolitical issues that we face in this day and age, the primary consideration of the Philippines and the guiding principle of the Philippine foreign policy is to encourage peace. And I hope that we will be able to discuss further the roles that our two countries will play together and individually as we continue down that road, maintaining peace despite all the complexities that have arisen in the past few months, I suppose. So thank you again, Mr. President, for making time to see us. We are your partners, we are your allies, we are your friends.
Yeah.
And in like fashion, we have always considered the United States our partner, our ally, and our friend.
Thank you. It's mutual.
I said, well, this is a very fine start to the day, as we have a completely full house. And for that, I thank you for your continuing interest in the Philippines, which we are touting as, and with great confidence, as Asia's fastest rising economic star. The United States and the Philippines have had long, strong, and enduring ties in trade, commerce, development, and in all other aspects of relationships between two sovereign nations. As today, the U.S. is our third largest trading partner and fourth major source of foreign direct investment. As we slowly rebuild the Philippine economy for rapid growth, we have created an even wider space for mutually beneficial investments. The Philippines is a reliable host for international partnerships. The country's favorable business climate is shored up by the sound macroeconomic fundamentals and a clear roadmap for economic recovery and sustained growth. The country is on its way to a strong recovery from the pandemic and a robust, broad-based growth in the next 6 years. In fact, Our projected economic performance in the medium term is expected to surpass our regional neighbors. To secure the Philippines' bright economic future, my government will swing the doors even wider for high-value investments from both the domestic and international business communities, with a sharp focus on broad-based job creation, the expansion of digital infrastructure, research, and development. More investments mean higher economic activity.
Yes.
And more quality jobs, and then a better life for Filipinos. We have formulated a comprehensive 8-point socio-economic agenda that aims to dramatically cut poverty incidence and elevate the country to upper middle income status. Our socio-economic agenda charts out the government's policy and its different directions that it will use to tackle both near and medium-term priorities. In the near term, we will address the impact of growing inflationary pressures due to rising global prices of key commodities such as food and fuel. We will ensure domestic food security by boosting local food production and continue the provision of targeted support for sectors most affected by the rise in fuel prices. In the medium term, we will bolster job creation by intensifying investments in infrastructure and human capital development. And certainly, it is important that we exercise fiscal prudence in the fulfillment of this agenda. To this end, we are implementing the country's first ever medium-term fiscal framework. This is a fiscal consolidation strategy that will secure the fiscal stability of our macroeconomic fundamentals. Later on in the discussion, we can certainly go into a good deal more detail. We will continue our high investments in public infrastructure by harnessing our public-private partnerships mechanism. We will improve the interconnectivity of our transport networks by fast-tracking the development and enhancement of our railway systems, our airports, seaports, and road infrastructure. We will focus on agriculture as a strong driver for growth. An efficient and modern agriculture sector will ensure food security for all and reduce poverty incidence. We will also reinvigorate the tourism sector by investing in travel infrastructure and the promotion of the Filipino brand, with the Department of Tourism leading our efforts to revitalize both domestic and foreign tourism. We will ensure the safe reopening of tourist destinations and develop the Philippines' yet-to-be-discovered attractions. And therefore, we invite strategic investors from the United States to take part in this Philippines' economic resurgence. Key structural reforms have been set into place to allow for wider participation in our industries. With the Corporate Recovery and Tax Incentives for Enterprises Act, or what we refer to as CREATE, and the economic liberalization measures, we have expanded the space for foreign investments in previously protected sectors, especially those that employ advanced technologies and research and development activities. The panel discussions led by the economic team today will provide you with a fuller and more detailed view of this roadmap for the Philippine economy in the next few years. It is our belief that the Philippines is the smart investment choice, and the best time to do business with us is now. We have grand opportunities, the timing, the window of opportunities for investment, and especially in capital-intensive investments in the Philippines, which is what we need now. We believe that time is now. Thank you very much for your continuing interest, and thank you very much for joining us at this briefing. And I'm sure that it will be useful for both the side, from the Philippine side, both in the government side and in the private sector side, and for our potential U.S. investors. I look forward to seeing you all as we open your businesses back in the Philippines.
Yes.
Thank you and good morning.
At yun na nga mga kababayan, ano na ang masasabi mo? Kung mayroon kayong hinaing at komento tungkol sa video na ito, please comment down below. Pag-uusapan natin yan sa comment section. At kung nagustuhan nyo ang video, ay huwag kalimutang mag-iwan ng like at i-share na din para mas marami pang makaalam sa makabuluhang video na ito.
Alright mga kapatid, yan napanood natin mga tol. Napanood natin at nasaksihan yung actual na meeting ng dalawang leader mga kapatid, ng dalawang presidente, Amerika at Pilipinas. No? Out of 48 leaders, no, ang ating PBBM ang na-meet, na nabigyan ng oras para makamit mga kapatid. ang presidente ng pinakamakapangyarihang bansa sa mundo. Kaya nga yung iba ay parang ang dating nung komento nila ay parang nakaka-proud kasi kakaibang tao to, no? Kakaibang tao to mamimit mo, no? Pero para sa akin, no, ay dapat lang talaga makamit kasi syempre parehong leader yan eh, parehong great leader yan eh. Hindi yung tipong parang masyadong mataas to tapos eto nakaka-proud kasi na-meet mo yung sobrang taas na tao. Hindi dapat ganoon eh. Dapat equal lang ang datingan eh, 'di ba? Dapat mga ganoon. Pero yun nga, no. Yun nga, no, malamang yan, malamang katulad ng mga comment dito. Sasakit ang dibdib. Sasakit ang dibdib at ng mga ayaw makapanood at ayaw magtagumpay ang ating presidente. Sasakit ang dibdib. Ano mako-comment ninyo mga kapatid dito sa video pinanood natin? Comment down below at syempre babasahin natin yan sa susunod nating video. Bago tayo magtapos, konting shoutout lang mga tol dito sa mga nag-comment dito sa last video na na-upload natin. Shoutout kay Mildred Golyoso, yan. Shoutout kay Matienzo Nicanor, kay Roda Gutlay. Shoutout din kay Marina Aguha. Shoutout kay Romeo Marcos. Sabi niya kahit na magiging maunlad ng ating bansa, dapat lang lalo tayong maging masipag at magsumikap sa ating mga works para sa ating kinabukasan. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas. God bless us all. Actually, tama siya mga kapatid, no? Alam mo ba kapag tumating ang panahon na tumaas ang value ng peso kontra dolyar? For example, sabihin na lang natin na nag-20 to 1, bumalik ng ganun mga kapatid, parang panahon ng dating Korean at biglang naging, eto lang, if ever lang mga tol, dumating ang panahon na naging 1:1. Diba? Hindi natin alam, nalay natin, diba? Pero if ever lang dumating, yung pinakamaraming ipon at yung may pinakamaraming pera, yun ang totoong makikinabang lalong-lalo na. Bakit? Kasi sobrang dami nilang pera eh. 'Di ba? Yung value ng pera nila talagang tataas, no? Well, maikinabang din yung mahihirap dahil kaya na nilang bilhin ng mas mura yung mga bilihin, pero yung mga marami nang naipon ngayon pa lang pagdating nung panahon na yun, 'di ba? Parang dolyar na rin ang pera mo rito, 'di ba? Yung piso mo katumbas ngayon 50 pesos o 57. Ganun nang katumbas. Kaya talagang ngayon pa lang dapat magsikap at magsipag talaga para mas lalong umunlad ang buhay. Kung ngayon ang 1 million natin ang katumbas niyan kung $1 million ang katumbas niyan dito sa atin 58 million mga ganun, no? Kung may 1 million ka tas nag 1:1, edi parang 58 million ka na rin, di ba? Ganun ang ratio mga tol. Anyway, maraming salamat mga tol sa inyong patuloy na suporta at pagtangkilik dito sa ating reaction video. Kung bago ka pa lamang dito sa ating channel, wag mong kakalimutan na mag-subscribe. Click mo na rin ang notification bell para ma-update ka pag may bago tayong upload. Hanggang sa muli, ako nga po pala si Shobaldi. Peace out.